All right, good morning. I'd like to welcome everyone and call the County of Sullivan IDA Industrial Development Agency meeting to order. It's 11:02. Julio, can you do roll call, please?
Sure. Good morning, Mr. Siegel.
Here.
Mr. Siegel is present, Ms. Lara. Present. Ms. Lara is present, Mr. Smith.
Present.
Mr. Smith is present, Mr. Steiner.
Present.
Mr. Steiner is present, Mr. Perella. Here. Mr. Perella present, Mr. Sykes. Present. Mr. Sykes is present, Mr. Gunther and Mr. Valone are attending.
Mr. Malone did not.
All right,
Yes,
Mr. There's available by video conference, Mr. Valone is absent. And
We-
Mr.
I was
gonna try to get him on.
Get him back.
Do we need
She's gonna
to
get 'em on.
discuss our policy or not? Because we did
She'll put it
already.
in the minutes.
Okay. I need a approval of the meeting minutes for July 14.
I'll make the motion.
Ira, Joey seconded.
Mr. Jim.
Bills and communications.
What are you getting?
Did you
So
get Bill?
there were no changes from what was passed out in the agenda packet, so our total bills for today comes out to $8,799.85.
Do we have a motion to accept the bill as stated?
I'll make a motion.
Kathleen, and Scott seconded it.
Yes.
All right. Any communications and staff report? Did you get Phil back?
I know, I just
Is
asked
he
him,
coming back?
I just asked him to come back.
Okay, can we keep going or you want to wait?
Wait here. Only if you need me.
So,
It should be him. Oh, Paul Turby just joined.
all right. Do we need, do we for a quorum, do we need,
We don't need him for a quorum, but better if he participates.
can he?
Really? Why is it for you? Well,
Yeah. We need 2 seconds and then we're gonna start again. Is it coming up? We got Paul Turby now. We need. Bill's on, it seems, right?
why is it so low for?
No.
We're gonna do this, we need a better system.
Well,
Or use the county system. It's louder.
this is the county.
Why is it so low?
Depends on what's laptop versus the seat.
You're gonna put your hearing aids in.
Bill, can you hear?
It's really low.
We heard him for a second.
Paul has his mic off.
Yeah, no, Paul's off, but we need Phil.
No, I'm not off. I haven't turned it off.
But Paul
No,
Turby,
Paul Turby is on as well. We just need to see if Phil's gonna pop back on. We need a half a second. What did he say?
He didn't respond. He just said only if we need him. So I said, if you could join, it would be best. He's coming back now. Okay. Please.
What do you wanna do here?
I think we should get started.
All right, do we have communications in the staff report? Jen, what do you think?
There's no changes to the staff report and no additional communications.
Okay, we have new business. We have 8 resolutions that Walter will discuss that relate to mine train and the
Seven of the 8
Seven.
relate, 7 of the, go ahead, Jen.
But before we do resolutions, just for the purposes of the record, we have Paul Gunther, who's participating via video conference, and that's in accordance with our video conference policy. And the meeting notice and agenda indicated that we would have at least one board member participating via video conference. And we expect Phil Valone to be joining as well via video conference in accordance with the policy. Thank you.
Okay, I'd like to discuss the first resolution.
Okay, the first resolution would authorize the amendment and restatement of the Montrain Operating Company casino transaction documents. The purpose of the amendment and restatement is to extend the duration of the straight lease transaction to approximately 40 years, be a little more than 40 years, because the IDA needs to remain involved for the period at or greater than the remaining useful life of these assets, and these are the same assets. This is the same property that is subject to the bond transaction that we considered at the meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. So this is an IDA extension of the lease and lease back for the casino. No change in benefits and no change in the pilot.
I need a motion.
I'll make it.
Scott, Kathleen seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
The next resolution similarly relates to the golf project transaction with the same situation, which is to extend the term of the lease and the lease back for a little over 40 years with no change in benefits and no change in the pilot.
I need a motion for that. Ed?
I'll second.
And Iris
That's
seconds.
the original date, Walter?
What's that?
Those agreements from the original date, or is it start all over?
No, from the original date.
The extension, right? Third resolution.
The third resolution authorizes the amendment and restatement of the what we know as the Alder Hotel. Same thing, an extension of the lease and lease back for a period slightly over 40 years. No change in benefits and no change in the pilot. Joey?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Carried.
The next is a resolution appointing Empire Resorts, Inc. and Monticello Raceway Management, Inc. As the IDA's agent for a leasehold transaction in the form of a master development project agreement. In summary, they're upon buying the 62 parcels of undeveloped land that are near the casino golf course and Alder Hotel. This transaction would mirror the transaction that's currently in place with EPR. So the EPR transaction will end at the time this transaction begins.
So that's a Phil and
Is Phil on?
Yep, Phil is on. That's what I want to include.
Okay.
5.
The next resolution is a resolution authorizing the IDA to establish the general assessment district. You adopted a companion resolution at the LDC meeting earlier today, authorizing the LDC to become a party to that general assessment district. It would involve 66 parcels of land, and it would involve a general assessment imposed by declaration upon the owners of those 66 parcels.
Need a motion, Ed? Joey? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Sorry about that, I'm sleeping.
The next is a resolution, and again, at the LDC meeting earlier today, you approved the Sullivan County Resort Facilities Local Development Corporation providing services to the IDA. This resolution would approve IDA entering into an agreement, a services agreement with the LDC, where the LDC would provide economic development services within the general assessment district. IDA would be collecting the general assessment and paying it to the LDC for the services the LDC will be providing to the IDA, which means anything and everything that needs to be done for creating economic development within that district.
I'll make that motion.
Kathleen, Scott, second?
Yep.
All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried.
Now, recall from the earlier meeting, September, an annual budget for the next calendar year is prepared by the manager, Montrain, submitted to the IDA. The IDA and the manager have 45 days to agree on that budget. If they don't agree, the prior year budget remains in place, subject to some adjustments. It then goes to the trustee. Once approved by the trustee, it goes to somebody to allocate the general levy among the 66 parcels. This resolution would engage MuniCap Inc. for purposes of making that allocation annually. They would also prepare and send out the bills.
Make the motion.
Ira, make the motion. Kathleen, second it. Or Ed, second it.
Ed,
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Carried.
Okay, then those are the resolutions that relate to the IDA side of the transaction, the bond transaction approved earlier today. The last resolution is a resolution involving an application by International Contractors Corp., which is a roofing company owned by Mary Adrians, which has been operating for a number of years at a building at the Airport Industrial Park. And I guess they're successful enough that they need to put an addition on the building. Jen, is there any more information that you want to mention?
It's a fairly small project. The benefits, proposed benefits by IDA don't exceed $100,000. There's not a huge amount of increase in the real property value, so the real property tax abatement is not expected to be that great. It'll be sales tax abatement. It's a building permit use, so there was no requirement for a seeker review beyond just what the town does at the building department level. So because the benefits are under 100,000, no public hearing was required. It's pretty straightforward project. They have a nice handful of employees and looking to potentially add another employee, but this is just an expansion to stay competitive and further improve the building. The cost benefit analysis was included in the updated agenda packet.
1801 is pretty good.
It's high, and I think that's one, because there's not a lot of real property tax abatement, and two, because because Shepstone included the value of the existing employees, and the
Well, they're being
payroll benefits, right?
So,
And
So
you're
it's
getting
important.
one, so it's a positive.
Right.
We need a lot of little things besides some big things, so it's a real positive thing. Need a motion
So moved.
going? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. So those are our 8 resolutions. Do we have any other business before the board? We don't have any public here, so there's no public comment. Do you guys have any? Paul, you have comments? You're part of the.
No, I feel much more comfortable listening to Walter this morning. Thank you.
All right, great. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Motion.
Kathleen,
Second.
Ira, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you all. Great morning.